we got top news coming up. You take it away,
yeah.
Marcus Cash.
Alright, so I just want to lead off with, so Ring of Honor was trying to book a date with Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden, who hadn't been booked by WWE in way too long, so they started seeking out other promotions to come and fill some dates for them. They reached a tentative deal with Ring of Honor, and Vince McMahon pulled out his big boy draws, and he said, none of that. He said, the E is not allowing RoH into Manhattan.
Wow.
I know you're pretty upset about this, so what do you think?
I mean, I honestly say, I've been saying this on the Tru Heels page, on the Spotlight page. I feel like this is WWE finally admitting that they view RoH as some sort of competition. I mean, I've become a subscriber to the Uncle Dave newsletter, Wrestling Observer newsletter, reported that a lot of this has to do with the Hot Topic reps that went to WWE and asked them about the Bullet Club t-shirts, and then they found out that WWE didn't have the rights for the Bullet Club t-shirts. Then they made that deal with the Young Bucks and the Bullet Club to start selling their t-shirts in Hot Topic outlets all across America. That's a whole trickle-down effect that has to do with the Young Bucks and the Bullet Club showing up at Raw last year and the cease and desist. This is all a trickle-down effect from there, but it really shows that WWE views them as competition because AAA, the Mexican promotion, has a date with MSG that hasn't been changed, hasn't been touched. There's other promotions that is talking to MSG as well, but this says a lot that WWE finally is showing that they view RoH as competition.
WWE is a bunch of bitches. They're a bunch of bitches.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let Stat Guy probably knows this because he knows every freaking thing that there is to know about statistical information in WWE. When was the last time WWE has held something meaningful at MSG? When? Just when was the last time it happened? And all of a sudden,
They're mere presence.
Ring of Honor, the same thing that I clamored for in Tru Heel Heat 12 was for Ring of Honor to take a chance. They take the chance, they get approved to the biggest building, the biggest arena in all of New York.
They took too big of a chance.
And guess what they saw from WWE, them fucking cowards?
They
saw the success of All In. They saw how it sold out in less than a half hour. Vince McMahon took a shit on himself and said, holy shit, here's actually some real competition. This is something that actually might take a few bucks from me. But you don't realize when the fucking impact of the Monday Night Wars and the actual wars of wrestling, how much more people was actually watching wrestling, which forced both brands to make better product. Because God knows we need it.
We honestly do. We really
I mean, Money in the Bank, yes, I'll say bravo. Money in the Bank was a solid pay-per-view. Yes, it was for WWE standards. WWE standards, not all wrestling standards, because Dominion blew that shit all the way out the ass. TakeOver blew that shit all the way out the ass. But Money in the Bank was decent to WWE standards. But here we go. We don't even know what Ring of Honor was going to do there yet. And here go Vince with the cock blocking. I thought you had grapefruits. That nigga got peanuts, man. Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
Petty Vince.
Too big for their britches. You don't let people into your house. Alright? Yeah, that's your main house.
When have they gone into their own house?
That's where they built their legacy. You don't just let random people into your house.
So the last major event that WWE held at MSG for WWE standards would
Every event is a major event. If the E is there, it's a major event.
Sure.
The last major event they had was in October of 2015. The Brock Lesnar
That's the last
special.
house show? That's the last house show?
The
they had?
house show
The
that
network
they
special
turned
against he
into
put the big show in?
No, that's not the last house show. They have 3 house shows a year at MSG.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
But they don't do major shows at MSG anymore. The last live special was that Brock Lesnar special in 2015. The last major event was in 2011 Survivor Series,
I was
where
there
CM
live.
Punk defeated Alberto Del Rio to start his 434-day reign,
Right.
and The Rock and John Cena team for the first time versus Awesome Truth.
So essentially that was 6.5 years. 6.5 years ago.
Pretty much, yes.
So another place can't just get at least a crack at it and see what it's like.
Well, a lot of this has to do with the fact that WWE didn't book MSG for WrestleMania weekend. That they're doing all their major events
at the Barclays Center,
like they've been doing
at Barclays Center. Hello, they're open.
Since 2015, they've been doing all that.
Made shit. Peanuts, nigga, not grapefruits. Fuck out of here with this shit.
He's not even being petty to RoH. He's being more petty to us as fans, because us as fans, MSG, RoH having an event at MSG, they didn't even have to sell out. All they had to do was 10,000, and that's a perception changing event for a company like RoH. And everything changes. You're gonna look at cable channels looking at them to come on board. If Fox is paying $1 billion for SmackDown, the B show, from our standards as fans, then there is some cable channel out there that has $1 million to give to New Japan or RoH to come on board and view wrestling. Wrestling is on the uptick right now, whether we realize it or not. Whether you're a WWE Marc like Marc here, and he doesn't know the difference between.
You proud of that shit, aren't you? You proud of WWE cock blocking, aren't you? You proud of that, aren't you?
Yes.
Absolutely. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Absolutely. Not in my house. You take that to Long Island. Take it to the Westchester Pavilion if it still exists. You don't come to my house.
They didn't even book a show in their house.
Doesn't matter. House. My house.
So what happens? So what happens? When you have a tenant that moves out.
That's my bachelor.
When a tenant moves out and you call it my house for 6.5 years and you don't do nothing important there, guess what they still got to do? They still got to pay rent, right? They still got to make quota. They still got to make events, right? So bring your bitch asses back into the building. Hey. Pay the fee.
Just because they got into a marriage with the Barclays Center doesn't mean they gave up their bachelor.
Nigga, they got married. They are fucking. Right? They are having sweets.
They still got their bachelor pad in Manhattan.
Like they taking fucking honeymoon vacations and shit.
Just because somebody else is looking for a new place, you're not crashing in my place.
Ever?
Absolutely no. You go get your own spot.
Freaking ridiculous.
This is some bullshit.
So do you think they're gonna stop the AAA event from going on there?
They don't know who any of them are.
Wow.
Tru Heel Clay says WWE doesn't want competition because it forces them to put in some actual work.
This is why we see eye to eye. That's Tru Heel Cody, right?
No, Tru Heel Clay.
Clay. Sorry, Tru Heel Clay. See that exactly, but that would make it all better for all of us. You forcing their hand. Holy shit! They have to be actual writers now. They actually have to make something other than the Lashley sister segment. Holy shit! They gotta do something other than what the fucking This Is Your Life with Alexa Bliss.
Oh god.
Holy shit!
Moment of Bliss.
Moment of Bliss. No, Moment of Bliss was actually really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that This Is Your Life shit with Bailey and the other Bliss crap.
Yeah, right,
that other fucking bonfire that she had.
That was bad.
The Moment of Bliss on the Titantron was actually pretty cool.
But I mean, WWE, yeah, you're absolutely right, Tru Heel Clay. They need competition. They need other companies to step their game up, so they will step their game up and actually try and actually give us quality over quantity. The reason that WWE is monopolizing, and we're going to get into that up next, they're announcing new promotion, new brands, is because they're trying to monopolize the professional wrestling business. But if NXT and 205 Live and all the ones that aren't on network television are the ones giving us quality, then that's the problem. When half of your company is putting out poor quality and those are the ones that get the most attention, that's a bad thing.
Dude, look at the main event scene for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. They are pieces of RoH in every fucking one of them. And RoH can't live?
No.
WWE stole RoH's fucking roster repeatedly.
I mean, and this is the second time
they're letting them live in Philadelphia. This is the
second time
no
that there might
one
be
cares about the bingo hall.
There might be some legal action now between RoH and WWE because of this, and now this is like the second time because WWE tried to tamper with the contracts of Red Dragon, which is Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, as well as Adam Cole and the War Raiders when they were in RoH, which kept them in RoH for 6 months longer than they were supposed to because WWE was tampering with the contract. So this is not the end, and this is probably not the last time
I
we're going to
hope
be
not.
talking about this RoH WWE saga and storyline. RoH seems to be getting the attention of WWE, and I think this is something that we're going to follow up on future
And
episodes.
I'm going to just say, bravo to you, RoH. You have finally grown a big enough set of balls and said we are going to start coming to bigger venues and start actually attempting it. That's the first step. They getting into the Sears Center, 11,000 strong, is going to fucking pack that house out. You're going to see 9,000 Bullet Club shirts, all sorts of varieties, but 9,000 Bullet Club shirts probably at least. It will be the most coolest event you're probably going to see all year.
I'm ready for All In, and I know you are as well.